Direct foreign exchange, or FX exposure, relates to the direct impact on my revenues and profits from movements in the currency markets. Where do I buy my supplies from and in what currency, and who do I sell to? Let's say I ship tables from Europe to the United States. Payment for these tables is made in dollars. I will take these dollars, sell them to the bank, and receive euros in return. The problem I have is that the euro-dollar exchange rate could move all over the place by the time I get paid. If I knew what it was going to do, I'd be in the Caribbean on a super yacht. I could avoid sleepless nights by selling the dollars forward. Put simply, I could agree the amount of euros that the bank will give me in, say, 3 months' time when I receive payment for the tables in dollars. And this certainty allows me to lock in my commercial profit margins and revenues. Alternatively, I could buy an option from the bank, in this case a put option, which simply means I agree the level at which I can sell or put the dollars to the bank in return for euros. I don't have to do it if I don't want to. This is why it's called an option. In this example, I have an option on the euro-dollar at 125. Now, what that means in English is that for every $1 million I give the bank, I can get 800,000 euros in return based on the exchange rate or strike rate of 125 being quoted here. So, what would happen if the FX rate moved to 150 in 3 months' time? The $1 million I'm receiving for my tables would only be worth just over 666,000 euros. Well, forget it. I'll exercise my option to get 800,000 euros instead. It's a good job I covered myself. But what happens if it goes to 1? So €1 is equivalent to $1. All I'll do is let my option lapse, so lose a bit of premium. I had to pay for it, remember, up front. But I will enjoy seeing my $1 million now turn into 1 million euros. Great. Indirect FX exposure is how currency movements help or hinder my commercial competition. Shipbuilding is a good part of this. A good example, most shipbuilders are paid in dollars. Now, if you look at shipbuilders, what if you're a shipbuilder based in Germany with costs in euros? Your key competitors in Asia, in Korea, Japan and China might see their currencies decline. That means it's cheaper for them to pay their workers, so they can afford to quote more competitively for their contracts. So you've got a bit of a problem. So you're always looking around at the cost base for your competition. Now, some treasurers will hedge this, some will just hope that it just balances out in the long term. It really is up to the individual company.